Tommy's new playmate. The Pickles were holding a baby shower at their home. A lot of people were in the backyard. One table was piled high with presents and another was loaded with delicious sweets. Chucky was amazed at all the noise and activity. He asked his best friend Tommy, "Did your baby sister finally come?" "Not yet," Tommy answered, "but they're giving her this big party, so I'm pretty sure today's the day." Tommy's grandma Minka and took Dee Dee's hand and led her through the crowd. "Come, Dee-la. Look what we got for you." Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Lil followed chased close behind Grandpa Boris led out a goat on a leash. Grandma Minka explained, "Nothing better for the baby little bundler than goat's milk, except maybe yaks. But you try finding a good yak these days," as did Grandpa Boris. "Ma!" bleated the goat. Belted the goat. Chucky jumped back, startled. Grandpa Boris laughed. "The goat's just saying hello. Here you are, Kindala." He gave each baby a handful of chocolate coins. Tommy and his friends slipped beneath a table to eat their chocolates. They gobbled them all up except for one. Tommy held the last coin in his hand. "Aren't you going to eat it?" asked Phil. "Nope," answered Tommy. "I'm saving it for my baby sister." "Oh, you mean she finally came?" asked Chucky, looking around. "I don't see her, Tommy. Do you think she got lost on her way to the party?" asked Phil. Said Tommy. "I don't know. Maybe we better go look for her. But she could be anywhere," wailed Chucky. The kids headed to Tommy's room. Inside they found a brand new bed for Tommy. Nearby was Tommy's old crib, which would now belong to Tommy's new baby sister. Half the room had been painted in pink. Somebody's been coloring your room," said Chucky. Yep, said Tommy. "It's for my new sister." "How are we going to find her when we don't even know what she looks like?" asked Phil. "Well, she's a girl like me," answered Lil, "so we know she'll be prettyful." At that moment, Angelica burst in. "Out of my way, dumb babies." She dumped some cookies on the bed, which was already overflowing with sweets. "Angelica, can you help us find my baby sister?" asked Tommy. "I wouldn't be in such a big hurry if I were you, Tommy," Angelica responded. "When the new baby gets here, she's gonna get all the toys and all the love and all of the attention. And your mommy and daddy will forget all about you." "My mommy and daddy won't forget me," said Tommy. "That's what Spike said before you were born. But back when his name was Paul." Angelica gave Tommy a mean look. When you came along, they put him out in the rain and he turned into a dog. "But that's not going to happen to me, Angelica. My mommy and daddy love me, no matter what," said Tommy. Suddenly, they heard somebody singing in the backyard. Angelica rushed to the window. "Who does Susie Carmichael think she is?" she yelled as she ran out. The kids hurried to the backyard after Angelica. She joined Susie, and together they started singing "A Baby is a Gift from Above." During the song, Chucky said to Tommy, "Do you really think babies are a gift from a Bob, Tommy? Because if Bob bring the gift, he probably is probably one of them," he said, pointing to the shower gifts on the table. Chucky, Tommy, Phil, and Lil crawled over and started ripping wrapping paper off the gifts. As Angelica and Susie were finishing their song, Tommy opened the last present. "No, baby." Just then, Angelica and Susie hit their last practically horrible note. Suddenly, Tommy's mom gasped. She hugged her giant belly. Her face squinched up in pain. "Oh, Betty," Dee Dee said to her best friend, "it's time." At that very moment, the goat got loose and knocked over a table. The table hit a sprinkler valve, which turned on all the sprinklers. People zigzagged away from the spray, trying not to get soaked. Grandpa Lou scooped up Tommy and said, "Now that's what I call a baby shower." Dee Dee was rushed into the Lipschitz birthing center. In the corridor, she held Tommy's hand. "Don't worry, sweetie. Mommy's going to be okay." Tommy's dad, Stu, pushed her away in a wheelchair behind the doctor. "Gosh, Tommy," said Chucky, "your mommy sure seems upset." "Maybe your baby sister is really lost," said Lil. Tommy replied, "Well, maybe we can buy a new one." He pulled the last coin from his diaper. "Let's go find my new sister." The grandpas didn't notice the kids walking away down the hall. "Wah, wah," crying came from behind some big doors. Tommy pushed them open. "Hey," said Phil, "a store, baby store. You guys help me pick one up from my mommy will like," said Tommy. Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Lil moved from one tiny wrinkled baby to the next. As the newborn sang, "This world is something new to me." Okay. Meanwhile, Dee Dee and Stu were in the delivery room. The doctor was holding the newborn baby. Stu looked at the tiny baby. "She's so beautiful, Dee Dee. She's so precious. She's a boy?" he explained. "Hello, my wonderful sweet baby boy," said Dee Dee as she took him in her arms. "I guess we won't be naming him Trixie," said Stu. Instead, they named him Dylan. "Dill for short. Dill Pickles," said Stu. "I like it." Okay. After the grandpas found Tommy and his friends in the nursery, they took them to Dee Dee's room. Dee Dee was in bed, and all around her stood her family and friends. Grandpa Lou put Tommy on the bed next to the new baby. "Tommy," Dee Dee said, "I want you to meet someone very special. This is your brother, Dill." Tommy was suddenly filled with happiness. He smiled at his new brother and reached out his hand to touch him. And at that moment, baby Dill began to wail. He grabbed Tommy's nose with all his strength. "Ow!" yelled Tommy. Even though Tommy's nose hurt, he decided to keep baby Dill. He played the nurse with his last chocolate coin. Dee Dee hugged her two boys. "See?" she whispered to Stu. "They already love each other." The end.